I believe that your life experiences determine who you are, what you support or act against, what issues are important, and what you can become passionate about. So since I'm asking you to support me in my bid to get elected to the federal government of Canada, I thought you should know a little bit about my life experience and who I am because of it. I would have to say that my parents had the most influence on who I am. They were middle-class, faith-filled Catholic Christians and naturalists who loved this country. Even to the point of packing up all us kids in a station wagon and heading out on driving vacations in the summer, ended up the East and the West Coast. I learned a great deal from my parents, but chief among these things were that I should live my faith, speak the truth, act in love, and be a good steward of creation. I have to admit that I haven't always lived up to their expectations, especially as a young man growing up in Scarborough in the 70s. But because of them, freedom of religion and freedom of speech are ideals that I will defend at any cost. And because of their influence, their love of this great country, I know that Canada needs a workable plan to defend our fragile natural environment before it's too late. You know, it's simply amazing to me how much life experience one gains when marriage and kids enter the picture. Now, like many of you, I've been married twice. After my first marriage ended, I was granted custody of our two young children, and for a short time, I was a single parent. Now that's a tough job. They're in their 30s now, and over the years, I have recognized the emotional scars and challenges that the breakup of our family created for my kids. One of the primary stresses for families is financial insecurity. See, Canadian society has a vested interest in solid families, raising children who are good, law-abiding citizens. It's essential that our government should do everything it can to support them. When the nurse or the midwife hands you your newborn child, you sense a brand new level of love and responsibility. I've been blessed to have that happen to me 6 times in my life. See, I believe that the vast majority of Canadian parents know what's best for their children, and they take the responsibility of parenthood very seriously. They don't need the government telling them how to raise their kids or how to educate them, and they certainly don't need the government telling them how to help their kids negotiate the complexities of maturing in our society. We just don't, because that's not the job of government. As a family man, that's what I've learned, and I'm passionate about that. The last greatest influence in my life has been my 35-year career as a union construction millwright. It afforded me the opportunity to experience numerous different industrial environments. I've met thousands of Canadian workers. In steel mills in Hamilton and Nanticoke, auto plants in Oakville, Cambridge and Oshawa, food processing in Burlington and Kitchener, nuclear power generating in Darlington and Pickering, and even a sewage plant, or wastewater treatment plant, in downtown Toronto. The work was often tough. The paychecks were inconsistent. It could be very dirty and challenging in the extreme. In the last years of my career, I was involved in teaching and trades training at various colleges, on job sites, and even a short stint in secondary schools. My career taught me how to be a leader, how to work with people, how to solve problems, and how to overcome obstacles. It instilled in me a good, solid work ethic, which I'll take with me into politics because we've got a hell of a job ahead of us. We need to clean up 6 years of fiscal mismanagement while trying to gain back the trust of Canadians. So now you know a little about who I am and what made me this way. So if you're 14 or older and live in this riding, I would like you to get a membership for the Conservative Party of Canada and vote for me as I seek the candidacy in Peterborough-Kawartha. Thanks for listening.
Okay, so thanks again for watching the video. We're going to have a few more coming up dealing with hot topic issues and conservative policies. So if you're watching this on Facebook, don't forget to follow me. And if you're watching this on my YouTube channel, don't forget to subscribe. And also, one last thing, don't forget to get your membership for the Conservative Party of Canada. Thanks again.